What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, guys, we're going to talk about Cube. Cube is an innovative way to look at the Metaverse. If you guys have ever heard of that game called Second Life? Yeah. Second Life is a game basically that's just like real world life, except in the digital world. Personally, I can't say I played Second Life, so I couldn't really tell you how it went, but it was a really successful game. And sadly enough, it had some weird stuff to it. I mean, so successful, some people actually divorce people in real life to go marry someone virtually. I don't know, just my thought. Kind of dystopian, kind of weird. But guys, it's the world we live in. One's old, fat, and ugly, and what do they want to do? They want to go into the digital space and say, what the snap? I'm young, sexy, and thin. Awesome. Yeah, have fun with that. Anyways, guys, what is Somnium space? So Somnium space is, again, similar to Second Life. It is basically everything you can do in the real world, but in the digital metaverse. Now, why is that cool? Well, because what you can do in real life is a little bit different than what you can do in the metaverse. For example, in the metaverse, you can fly. I mean, literally, you can fly. You can build a house instead of within weeks or, I don't know, months. You can actually build a house in a matter of hours. You just drag and drop stuff and you can build it. Same thing with a car. I mean, you can literally travel the whole entire metaverse in a day or less than that than you would in the real world. So you can kind of look at the metaverse as real life, but sped up and on roids. And like you have unique powers and skills and you can do all kinds of junk. That's how you can look at the metaverse. And on top of that, not just being able to just say, oh, this is my body, this is what I got to live with. In the metaverse, you can be like, I don't got that? Okay, I'll buy it. Oh, I don't got that? Okay, I'll build it. It's one of those things, it's a novel concept, but it's still, it's taking over the world and being able to communicate with someone on the other side of the world that is a quote unquote loved one or your family member and act like you're really in the game with them. That's what we're going to see in the future. I'm going to explain in this video why I really like Somnium space and Cube. Well, Somnium space is the same thing as Cube. So let's go and explain a couple of things to you guys. So let's go and kind of look around, show you guys what they got. So they have a couple things. They got the builder. Obviously, this is the intro to it. They also have the economy white paper. We're going to go over all this stuff so you guys can see what's going on. But basically, this is built on Ethereum and on Matic, mainly with the NFTs. Those are going to be through OpenSea. So actually, when you buy an NFT, you literally drop it in the land using Matic, like the chain, instead of on Ethereum. So you don't have insane gas fees. You can actually pay for the gas fees and have actual ownership in this game. I've played so many games where I've worked so hard to earn this sword or build this castle or upgrade my guy to the point where no one played it anymore, and I was like, oh well, I guess we can not play anymore and I'll just move along. And I lost all my stuff. I couldn't bring it with me. Now with Somnium, it's going to solve that issue. Now with Somnium and other metaverse games and plays, similar to like Engine Coin, this will solve that issue. So it's a blockchain VR metaverse, like what you mentioned, security of ownership, authenticity of origin, tradable via decentralized marketplaces, built with proven and secure standards, variety of creative tools, SDK, builder, etc. We'll show you guys that all, and a cross-chain VR client. This is also one of the other things I want to go over to why I'm very bullish on Somnium. Let's go ahead and show you guys some of the gameplay. This is on YouTube. This is kind of like the little builder. As you can see, you can kind of like get exact, get crazy. You can do whatever you want. You can build your own house, land, literally, like look, this guy is building a house from scratch. Let me zoom back so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's literally from scratch. He owns this plot of land and he's building on it. And that's where Somnium comes into play. It's, again, literally like the VR world, but on roids. So instead of just being in like real life and regular, you walk around, do this and this, you can look at VR as like life on roids, and you can kind of do any and everything you want. And it's also sped up. So it's almost like Ready Player One as well. And what's really cool is they have these VR headsets as well as this, they call it the Tesla suit. And basically it gives you like, you can feel everything inside the game that's actually happening. And no, this is not just an imagination. They actually are selling these suits. So you can actually get in the suit, put it on, you feel everything in the game. You have little controllers, so you can like, they even did an example of where a guy actually bought a real Tesla inside this game. Like literally, you know how you buy a Tesla on the computer and whatever. This guy was literally had the headset on inside a game, and he went on the computer inside the game and ordered the Tesla. There's a full YouTube video on it. Just type in Somnium space Tesla car or buys Tesla, and it'll show you that all there. And it was delivered to him in real life. That's what's so cool about this junk. But anyways, one thing that I want to mention that is a little bit dystopian is this live forever thing. So the reason why I say it's dystopian is the reason you die is because, well, they pass along and in heaven maybe you'll see them type of thing. It's not live forever like, hey, let's keep going. But this is how they're building it inside the chain, which is a bit dystopian. This is basically what it does. Say, for example, you and your grandfather, I know, yeah, your grandfather, are playing this game, and you set up the bot and the recording to record your grandfather's speech, talk, actions, everything inside that game. Now, 2-3 years goes along, the AI bot does a really good job recording this and basically getting every action for every reaction for every action that is given. Now, grandpa passes away. Now you're sad, you miss him, you want to see him again. You can go into Somnium space and go visit your grandpa. You can say, "Hey grandpa," and it'll be like, hey grandson, how's it going, man?" And you can like say a response, and he'd be like responding like he's actually your grandfather. Obviously it's not going to be exact, but it's an AI bot doing the best it can. And obviously bots can't replicate human abilities 100%, especially if you come to the bot with like a question you've never asked your grandfather. Anyways, it's a bit dystopian, but it's still kind of cool. It's also cross-platform, so it's on several major VR headsets, and they're actually working with things like Oculus as well. And like I mentioned, they even have the Tesla suits, which is pretty cool. And if you don't want to get all techie and crazy, you can still play this game just playing through your computer. Virtual land ownership, a scriptable world, which means you can like program an experience inside the game. So if you want to like own some land and build an experience in there and charge people admission costs in order to play on your land, aka charge them cube, which is how you can make money. People can come in, experience the land, and so on. I mean, you can even do like a haunted house on October or in October on Halloween, and people can come through your house, and it's like, whoa, what the snap? This is so cool. Here's your cubes. Bye, buddy, and so on. You can also monetize your space. So, say for example, the Super Bowl comes on, and you can be like, Super Bowl party at my house. You can be watching the Super Bowl inside this virtual reality game with the headset, and it's like you're there in real life. I mean, I could imagine, I definitely can imagine a day to where things like ESPN or CNBC or NBC, they come together and they build a platform to where you can go inside this virtual reality space and actually be at the football game, watching the football game, like through your VR headsets. Same thing with I don't know, you guys go to like all the music, or I don't know if you guys, but people go to music festivals or whatever they call them, concerts. I've never been to one, so I don't know. I really don't know what they're called exactly. But you can go to these things and act like you're really there, except you aren't being stomped on and beer poured on you and all kinds of garbage. But you can have all the fun of the quote unquote concert or fun of the quote unquote Super Bowl without the beer, alcohol, and all kinds of garbage. By the way, guys, I want to give you guys one of our sponsors for this video. It's water. Goes in clear, comes out yellow. Good stuff. All right, so here are a couple of partners that they have. They have Somnium Space and Admix, Somnium Space and PMix, Verba, Sunny, Matic, OpenSea, VR Education, Blockchain Gaming Alliance, and there's one on here that is not mentioned. Winklevoss Capital. This was a newer investment, and if you look on Twitter, this is a tweet from Tyler Winklevoss. The open metaverse is inevitable. At Somnium space, money sign Cube is running. Interesting. Now, you also know what's interesting? If you go to Tyler Winklevoss's tweet, there's something interesting that he tweeted. We have raised $400 million at a $7 billion valuation. Gemini raises $400 million to protect the metaverse from Meta. What? The metaverse? Wait. Did you just say you invested in Cube? Like Gemini is trading, or Cube is trading on Gemini? Wait, hang on. You just mentioned this yesterday. And October 26th, you were talking about Cube. Let's go and look at the price charts. Maybe oh, wait. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, October 22nd. And these guys were tweeting about it around October 26th. I wonder if they bought maybe around here and people forgot about it and it pumped. And then now we have the metaverse play and people are like, wait, this might be a reality, because they just put $400 million into there. Now, who is Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss? Oh yeah, they were the people who quote unquote created Facebook, right? You know, the thing Mark Zuckerberg took. But I don't know, just a thought. If they were able to come up with something like Facebook, you gotta bet your buns they're gonna come up with something inside the metaverse. Of course, it's not financial advice. It's not a financial advisor. But if I want to play on the metaverse and I want to speculate on something, this is an idea, or this is something that I look at. If someone who's already successful in building something like Facebook or coming up with an idea like that, you want to bet on the people, not Ponzi's. I'm not calling Cube like the next 100x gym, or I'm not calling it the next play, but I'm explaining to you my thoughts and my reasoning why I'm looking at Cube. Not only is it like just crazy game changer with the technology. I mean, let me show you some of this stuff so you can see what I'm talking about. But if you scroll down, here is the Tesla suit. They've already created these. The first ever 10 limited edition Tesla suits auctioned off during July 2021. Now, Artur, the guy who actually is the main dev behind this, aka the creator of Somnium space, he actually uses this in several different demonstrations. This actually is like literally Ready Player One. You can feel the stuff on you. So like if you get hurt in the game, I'm sure it would be like a vibration or something. I don't know, something goofy. But the point is like you can see all this stuff and feel it, and it's like you're in the real world. And there are some different features inside this game. Like Artur is a massive tech whiz, and he pays attention to detail. Like this is how much he pays attention to it. Inside the game, like depending on how the sun shines, you'll see different reflections off of different items. So it literally looks like you're in there. Like right now, I see the light shining and there's a window over there, and I can see like a gleam off of it. Inside a normal video game, you just see window, no shine. Inside the video game he created, you'll see a shine, and it's like, whoa, it's really there, when it's not. It's in virtual reality. Oh, and one other thing that he also pays attention to detail with is spatial audio. What does this mean? So, like if I'm 100 feet away from you, I will not sound as close to you as I would if I was 10 feet away from you. So like I can clap my hands from like 10 feet away or 100 feet away, and the clap will sound louder when it's 10 feet away. Spatial audio is just, it literally feels like real life. It's crazy. Let's take a look at Somnium. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just a concept, just an idea. Take a look into it. Let me go ahead and get into the white paper so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But basically the vision is to build an entirely new world for the next level of communication. Guys, if you don't think our communication in the future is going to be digitized, well, I'm sorry to tell you, it is. Take a look at Zoom. Take a look at a thing called Rona. Oh yeah, everyone's got to stay home, or everyone's got to stay indoors. Well, I can't stay indoors. I got to go to... sorry. Google is even doing it. Sorry guys, you're just working from home today. It saves money, saves overhead, and you can do the same junk inside the digital space than you can in the real world. Well, work-wise. Me personally, I still like the real world because it's the real world. But there are people inside the world or in the real world that are fat, ugly, and old, and they don't like it, and they want to get inside a video game where they can be young, skinny, and pretty. Here's some of the technology. They have the VR headsets. I mean, not even to mention, they were able to buy a Tesla in the real world through VR. That is just massive to me. I don't know. It's just my thought, but still. On top of that, you're going to have different virtual lands, different things you can own, just like a real estate economy. And on top of that, Cube is basically going to be like your money inside the game. So just like we have the dollars in the real world, inside the virtual reality game, you're going to have to use Cube to pay for experiences, pay for renting things, pay for buying land, pay people to do a job for you. So like if you're like, man, I need to build this house, but I don't want to take my time dragging and dropping. Hey, Johnny, can I pay you like 500 Cube and you come build this? Yeah, bro, I got you. Don't worry about it. What color do you want the paint? It doesn't matter, man. Just whatever's the cheapest. All right, Johnny, I got you. So another thing you probably want to know about the Cube token is there's a total supply of 100 million. All in-world transactions, land purchase, like I mentioned, renting, e-commerce, everything you use inside the game is going to need Cube to do it. That's how you can understand it. Same thing, it's similar to the other game, Decentraland. Anyways, guys, this is just a quick overview of Somnium Space and Cube. I'm looking at a couple of other projects as well. I really like the Metaverse plays and NFTs. It's one of my favorites. I used to be a big gamer, so this stuff kind of talks to me. Like, I used to do this stuff all the time. I don't anymore, but I used to play so much in video games, and I realized the value of them because the way I played them, I was like, when I stopped playing it, I was like, wait, I can play it over here, and wait, all my stuff's over there. With the metaverse and cryptocurrency, you're actually able to move it. Anyways, if you guys want to hear what I'm doing in cryptocurrency, hear about some other altcoin gems, different airdrops, just different things in the market and how I'm farming and how I'm playing the markets, and chat with some other gigabrains way smarter than me, there's a link in the description below. You guys can jump into the Discord. And yes, we talked about Cube before I even put the video on YouTube and Discord. I mainly put more content than I actually do on YouTube on Discord. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 14 verses 15. The simple believes every word, but the prudent considers well his steps. Amen to that. Think about your junk. You guys can also catch me on tweeters. It's at rent a home fast, like literally at rent a home fast.